Okay, today, excuse how I look, but I have not been feeling like so good. You can see it by my eyes and my face. It looks really, really swollen. Like, I don't know what's going on. It felt like, I don't know, it felt like I was getting spiritually hit by a freaking car. Okay? But yeah, I've been riding my bike, so that's my bicycle. Um, Today is June 14th. I want to say 14. Because I get 11, 12, 14. Okay, so it's Thursday, June 14th, 2018. I just got out of finish from training, and I really had to think about this. Like, it's a field. Is it a field that I wanted to go in? Is it something that I needed to be, I need money for food and stuff, so you need that to support yourself and to stay alive in this area. But, I just wanted to make it to see if this is really all what life is cracked up to be, And I've taken this time because I know it's been a lot. I didn't go and, I got a job as a reporter. I didn't do that. Won a pageant. That wasn't really kicking. Just a lot of opportunities, a lot of closed doors, a lot of people blocking me from doors. And it's like, is this what it's really all about? And me answering that question, everyone has to answer that question for themselves. Like, what you're going through, is it worth getting what you desire? And my desire is to find what I am truly designed on this earth to be. I never want to be rich. Although I know that being wealthy is in my cards. I've always been kind of wealthy spiritually and financially. For the most part, I have been very prone to be kind of well off. Or I've noticed even when I wasn't able to supply for myself, God placed people in my life to supply for me. So that's how you know you have real wealth. You have really real wealth. Yeah, you see my hair. I'm not even going to try to hide it because it's my hair. That's how, don't be ashamed of who you are. My hair is not stringy, straight all the time. A lot of people know me from having really straight, long hair. My hair is not naturally straight, okay? It's okay not to have straight hair all the time. It's okay to have curly hair. It's okay to have hair that people don't like. That's okay, okay? It's okay to not look all made up, It's okay to be me. And that's why I came, like I said, this video is just basically for me, just knowing the truth about myself. On this journey, I went and I wanted to find out more about who I am and what I'm going to, what am I going to contribute to this world? And I don't even care what people say when I leave. I really don't, because I'm dead. But I hope it's something that will show that God, true God, not the one that people, well, it is sometimes what people say in church, who God is in church, but not necessarily. But just to show who God is, who created each and everything, each and every living organism, dead or alive, everything that was created by God. And that is what I wanted to bring out. I wanted to bring out whatever He has given me to bring forth and produce in the world. No matter how bad it felt, no matter what people said, what people did, and going through this, I'm learning that once you know yourself, that's the greatest power that you can ever have. Learning myself, and I still am learning myself, but I know myself a little bit better. I noticed how when I didn't know who I was and I felt like I lost my identity, how people would run up on me and would just do crazy stuff. And because I always thought that I knew myself from the beginning, not feeling that power or that sense of control, it took a lot out of me. And it was just like, okay, where do I find this back? Okay. That's somebody calling. So, yeah, a date. But anyhow, it took a lot out of me, and I was just like, I noticed that it was a flow. It was a power surge out of my life. And I just said, Whatever it is that's been lost, I want to get it back. I really want to get it back. So I took that time. I took the measures to go find out what it was that I needed to do to make myself better. And I worked on myself day in, day out. I ran, I jogged. It wasn't just mental or spiritual. It was physical work. I exercised like a maniac. Reading the scriptures. I stayed away. I didn't really have to stay away from negative people, because since I wasn't giving off so much light, there were so many people that was discarding me after a while, to the point where I just had no other option but to heal and to become better and be better at myself, and I thank God for it. I really do, because I got myself back and it became stronger than ever, and I understood what took me down, listening to other people and believing other people's viewpoint and not my own, not tapping into my authentic self, and yeah. So, truth is, was it really worth it? To me, it was. It might not be for you, That's how you see some people go back, or they be like, well, I can't do this because it's so nerve-wracking. Me leaving someone who, you're both financially stable, and then you want to leave, and you're like, okay, I have to start over because I'm leaving, and I have to go somewhere else to get my mind clear, is it really worth it? Okay. All right. I heard that bird creeping. It was like weird. I was like, is it really worth it for me to get up and try again? And at first I was like, no, because I lost everything. I lost my name, my reputation. I lost my status in the world. I lost my health. I lost, friends. I lost people that things and cards and everything that I thought, that made me up, that that people look for. And people, it was horrid. It was really difficult for me. Even my background, it just felt like I was a nobody, like I was just off the planet. I had to start from scratch. I had to scrub floors. I had to work at different jobs. I had to work at a fast food job. I had never worked at a fast food job in my life. And at the age of 30, I'm going to work at a fast food job. I had to humble myself and just do it, because that's what I needed to survive. And coming out of it, I understand that I am able to attack any situation or go through any situation that is presented by me, long as I have true master, true God on my side. And, not to look on other people's expectations. They have their expectations there. It's okay. But I understood going through this process let me know that it's okay to fail. It's okay to not be always in control. It's okay to make mistakes. And it's okay to try again, even if it means that you're going to have to give up a lot of things and a lot of people and just status and stuff. If that's who you truly are, it will naturally come back to you. And it did, and it came in the right way, because now I don't have all those extra people that are lingering in my life. I don't have those people who are saying the negative things. Now, there are people that's going to say negative things, but guess what? They are far distance from my life. They are not that close as I used to have them. And I see the toxicity a lot easier than I did when I was going through. When you feel like you're going to the next level, you get so nervous because you fear of the unknown, and you want to have somebody with you. Everyone wants to have someone to be cheering on for them, but you got to understand that everyone's not for you. Everyone is not in that same mind space as if you're doing something. It doesn't matter if I'm doing anything. If I'm attached to you and I believe in you and I'm sending you good vibes and good energy and I'm being positive, that eventually that will trickle down on me. It's a natural effect, okay? It's a natural effect of the universal laws, energy, what God has designed, If you sow, therefore you also should reap. You can't be in a rich man's house and live in a rich man's house and not have rich man's benefits, So understand that. And I understood it. Look, now I understand, So, yeah. Yeah, I come to that conclusion, and I get it. I get it, and I also understand that truthfully, that this world, the world that we see, is not the world that we really should be focused on. Is they focus on the things that are not seen, And some people who don't believe in the supernatural, they tend not to thrive because they're looking at something carnal and they're looking at what they see. And some people who do, like, even if they look at stuff that they do see, these people hardly ever thrive if they only believe in that. Either you believe in the supernatural, the paranormal, or just the plain cardinal. Now, people in the cardinal, and they think that they're okay because they're, you're being good. Sometimes I felt like that. I was on the seesaw of just not thinking supernatural and the spiritual, and doing more cardinal. If I was a good person, these things wouldn't happen to me, but it did, okay? Whether you're in the supernatural, the paranormal, the cardinal, it's gonna happen to you. You just need to be prayed up, and you need to just stay focused on it. Stay focused on it. And these things that come in your life, just like they came in my life, all they did was make me stronger. They made me stronger as a person. They make me stronger as a woman. It lets me know that I am worth more than what society tells me that I am. I am worth more than what a magazine would ever publish about me. I am more than that little kid in the trash can that, some people don't think to get out of their heads, oh my God, she was just so helpless. Her mom was so messed up and her dad was so messed up and they just threw her in a trash can. Like, I'm older now. Even then, I was more than that. That's why, God saved me, But I know this for myself, that I'm more than what I can ever imagine myself to be. I'm more than this shield. I'm more than what you see right here. So, and greatness is inside of me, and that I need to pull it out. My job, why I am here on this earth, is to bring forth that goodness. So, and it's your job too, whether you know it or not. It is your job to find out what it is that you're good at that nobody else can do on this earth, and do it to the best of your ability to bring it out, because your light is not just for you. It is to let others know that it is okay to be who they are, whether society says it's not. It is okay to be different. It is okay to have different opinions without being verbally abusive or aggressive. It is okay to have rights without violating someone else's right or fussing your opinions down other people's throats. It's okay, and it's okay to stand in your truth. It is okay to stand in your truth, okay? You do not have to believe in the normal. You don't have to believe in what is placed in front of you. Had I listened to that, I would have really just checked myself into a mental institution, and I would have never been able to do the work that I do, dealing with people and helping people bring their lights out. I would never, ever, 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 ever get to that point, and I would have never found myself. I would have just said, okay, I accept this. And once you accept somebody else's dictation or judgment on you, you accept what it takes, just like you taking a job and they say this job is a painter job, and you say this is a painter, and in order to take this job, these are the duties. You sign on the contract. You say, yes, I want this job as a painter, so I am now a painter. So now you have to do all the traits. You have to produce all these traits. Painting. You have to do creases. You have to do sculpting. All that stuff. That's just the same way as if you take someone's judgment and say, okay, you're crazy. Okay, if I'm crazy, and it's a lot of people in the nut house who ain't supposed to be there, so, it's a lot of people who crazy out here, and people tell them they're not crazy because they want something out of them, and they let them go run rampant, and they know that they're crazy, but, hey, somebody's crazy enough to say I'm not crazy and give me something so I can run off, then I'm going to do it, so, yeah, that's what it basically is. I've learned to stand in my truth, and that is the honest to goodness truth. I'm not designed like everyone else, so I should not act like everyone else. Okay, I wasn't meant to do that. I definitely wasn't. I had a hard time because a lot of people was like, well, you can get this 9-to-5 job after because it was one time I couldn't even get a job, and I was like, I'll take any job, and it was like after that it was like God was telling me, no, drop this and go here. And at first I was being disobedient. And then I learned and was like, you know what? Okay, it's you who created me. So I have to follow your will, which you've done. I've accepted my assignment, So, and once I did that, a lot of doors opened. But then it was people who came around me and said, why are you working here? And you could be doing a 9-to-5 getting this amount of money, way more than this. And it's like, but that's not what's inside of me. That's not, I never really have been one of those people who have been okay with just having a job that's like 9-to-5 or working the same hours or working, Now, I got friends, like I used to date this guy. He loved routine. Everything was in order and he took pride in that. And it's nothing wrong with that, I just know I'm not that person. I like flexibility. Sorry about that. I hit the button. But I like flexibility. I like different stuff. So it's not going to be the same as someone who likes routine. They like stuff. They don't like stuff to be surprised or spontaneous. They like to plan. They like to organize. That's good. You should have people like that in your life. They get you back on track when you start going spontaneous, That's why, it kind of worked out a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of about it for that. Truth is, I'm happy, and I understand my purpose and my destiny to be here. Hopefully you feel the same about your life. You see my finger down. If not, it's some time to readjust. You still have time. You're still breathing, so you can make other choices to make your life that is pleasing to you and your God. Hopefully something I said or done will help you on your journey. Stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you.